So in this video, I'm going to share with you the continuation of this series. In this picture, you can see like the three similar, or their family of the latest series. I still don't have a name for it yet, but in this video, I'm just going to demonstrate, share how I rework the one piece on the right. That's kind of like the latest state at the moment. When I worked on it yesterday, I thought I was done with it. This is a funny thing. Now I'm looking at it again, I feel like it's not completely there. I think it's close, but not completely there. So in this view right here, you can see the three family. They are not completely the same, but they have some sort of unifying language to it. If you can look at it, like the large shape, it's not the same color, but they're dark. So that's one unifying language. Another thing is that just the shape of it in general, there are friendly shapes still, the things that I like. Meaning friendly means rounded corners. That's what my mind thinks. Some people like pointy sharp edges. To me, that's not very friendly, but it is personal. I think it's not right or wrong. It's just the thing that I reacting to. So in this series, most of them are kind of like almost like candy-like, bright color, fun type of shapes. So pay attention to the family as you work on building your series. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. To me, this series, the three of them here that on view, I think I can push a little bit further to make them a little bit different, but still a family. They are kind of close right now. You can totally see it as the same series. But I'm just saying, if you want to push it a little bit more to make something different, you can. And I think that's great. Like you've tried to find the edge at the edges, like how much can you make it different but still a family. So anyway, I'm just gonna go through the painting, the before, and then hope you enjoy it. So I've been working on this the day before, or 2 days before that, I don't remember, but it's only one layer of paint and markers. I started with the markers, and then just usual markers, mark making, shape making, and then put acrylic paint on top. And I left it overnight, or a couple of nights, and then look at it again, and turns out they're pretty muddy, which is fine. I think that's an opportunity to make contrast because of that. So I did, just starting with the blue, kind of gray blue to get started, and make the middle shape somehow. I want to make the middle shapes bigger, and then I didn't like the top part, so I created this kind of creamy white, my dirty white color, to kind of cover the top. It's covering just a little bit, so it's pretty watery paint, so you can still see the past marks. So now I'm creating the blue, dark blue, using the dark blue to make the middle main shapes bigger. I don't know yet how big I want it to be, but I wanted to kind of follow the other pieces that has dark shapes. To differentiate that though, I'm using different color and also different shapes and different brush strokes. The way I apply paint a little bit differently, more smaller brush strokes to fill them up. So that's to create a little bit of depth in the black, in the dark shaped color. Continue building the shapes using different color. This one I added like a bright green to it, just again to create that fun and candy like Candyland. And then building the white top area. This is how I built the simple area, which is the top part, to be more has some depth to it. So if you remember, I put kind of like watery white before that, and then I built them up to make the another white, so it's like a more of, I call it tone on tone. So it's still white or cream, but they just have different tone to it, so it doesn't look, when it's finished, it's not flat just white, but it has a lot of depth to it because it has different tone on it. As you can see right now, you have 3 tones, like the darker cream, a little brighter, and then the way brighter after that on the right side. So think about how you build the simple area with tone on tone color. So same color, but you build them up. It's funny how the video color is so dark. Just need a better lighting maybe next time. But so this is the kind of the final piece, final for today. Might work on it again, but so yeah, I mean, you can see the tone on the top, and I build up the dark area as well, so it's not just flat dark blue. It has more shapes and strokes to it, and then contrasting that with the orange color and more fun, green and brighter blue. So it is still a family. And here's the detail shots of the piece. This is kind of accidental sometimes for me, but when I take pictures of the details, it is actually giving me an idea, a composition idea for the next piece or next series or the next thing that I'm working on, because I kind of like these shots. It's pretty simple, and it's showing the contrast between them, and pretty simple but with a lot of depth. So that's one of ways to get ideas. Try to take a picture of your piece, like zoom into your piece and see which ones you like, and take a picture of that, crop it that way, and kind of like study it a little bit more. Why certain things that good that way, and then try to replicate that in the big piece. So for example, this one, I can't imagine, this is a large canvas with that amount of black. Like, I can't even, that's never crossed my mind, right? But because I took a picture of it, it is creating this curiosity, because I like these shots too, because it's simple but it has depth. The black is not just black, like flat black, but it has some textures on it, like different scraping and brush strokes. So I asked myself, how can I replicate this in the large piece this way? So it's a lot of it requires a lot of pulling back, use big brush, make a big stroke, keep it simple, so less, don't overwork things. So that's one principle, like bigger brush, don't overwork it, and maybe have a photo, this photo next to me, and make that a guide as a reminder to not overwork it. I'm still working on, to do this, by the way. I'm not immune to overworking painting, so I did that a lot too, but just this practice of cropping things, it gives me an awareness of what could the piece be, or how can I make it better without actually making anything. It is studying what I've done. Here's another interesting shots too. It's pretty simple. Simple in the middle and the top, and some busy on the right side. So I can kind of imagine what I like. The amount of busyness, the amount of simpleness in the piece. Like, where's my comfort zone? So those are a couple of ideas, to study your piece as you work on it, and how to move forward, and how to find your own ideas by taking a picture of your piece. So yeah, hopefully this video helps you to gain more ideas and keep moving forward in paint. Okay, thanks.